Good day for everyone. I'll speak in English, speech will in English. If there will be any kind of problems with me, with my speech, if there's any kind of accent, and if you cannot understand, I'm sorry. And thank you for all for coming, and let's start. My topic is how to procrastinate productively. First of all, let's define what's the procrastination. Procrastination is next please. Next. Is act of unnecessary postponing your plans, your actions, and your decisions. What I mean by that? Postponing is like when you decide to do something, but you are thinking, oh yeah, I'll do it later. You leave it for later date, for later doing. Yes, I hope you understand. And when often, let's give an example. When our students, they are procrastinating when they are not preparing for exams until until the deadline. Yes, even though they know that it's important, even though they know that it's better for them to start earlier. There's some good phrase in Kazakh, "Тұқым аузына келгенде" дейміз ғой. Yes, that's a good example. So we know that what's the procrastination. So firstly, we got that procrastination is about tasks. When you are postponing your tasks. So there's a lot of content about how not to procrastinate, how to avoid it. But after some time and searching it, I realized that procrastination is in human nature. We cannot fully avoid it. So there's only one decision. We need to make this process more productive, more efficient. Yes. So it's about our tasks. I'll explain in 2 steps. First step, your tasks. You need. I hope that most of you do to-do lists. What kind of them? Whatever. Daily to-do list, monthly, or it's your huge goals to-do list. And I'm sure that you do to-do lists in form of you just write a list of your tasks in whole. But that's wrong for them who are procrastinating, because you will confuse by categorizing them, because you need to do first of all most important and most hard ones, but there will be some type of struggle with the categorizing them. So I will recommend you to divide your tasks into three main groups by their importance. We need to categorize them. Okay. Next, please. I said 3 main groups. Okay, stop, please. Back again, back. Okay, first group, most important tasks. Most of them are tasks that have deadline. Yes, because if it has deadline, it automatically will go to this group. That's the most important tasks you need to do, and they have the most big effect to your life. For example, for me, any kind of exams and IELTS preparation time is in this group. They are most important tasks for me. I hope you understand. Second group, next please. Still important tasks, but they don't have a deadline. They are still important. They can affect your life, and you need to do them. But they don't have a deadline, but they have deadline anyway. But deadline is far away from now. Okay. It means that after a long time, a bit of time, it will go to first group. But now, at this moment, they are not as important as first group. So they will stay in second group. Third group, next please. The not important tasks which are not important at this period of time. Meaning to say, they are not much affecting to your life. And they don't have deadlines. They don't have deadlines. Some kind of place, you're improving skills that are not necessary. Such kind of activities. We are talking about third group. And second step, we are finished with first step. In first step, back please. In first step, we categorize our tasks to main three groups. But I will remove the third group because in the second stage, in the second step, we are going to make the procrastination process more productive. So, but in third group, we are not making these tasks. They are not important, and we will not procrastinate. So we'll remove it. Next slide, please. There's two groups left, and when next step, when doing first group, task from first group, I'll recommend you to do method of the Kava Savashion, author of book and YouTuber, and also psychologist. Here, usually when he has a deadline, let's think, at the end of September, 28th of September, yes, he has a deadline, he ought to do something. Next please, next slide. Next. Okay. Kava Savashion, a psychologist from Japan. He, when he has deadline, at the end of September, he books a trip to the end of October. And our brain, and his brain, he says that our brain automatically want to avoid the situation when we are working in our trip, in our holidays. So our brain will try to finish all of our tasks before the deadline. Yes, that's a very helpful and important method which can help those of you who are often procrastinate, yes. But he's a rich guy, he's a popular man, and he can allow himself a trip, but we cannot, normal people as I and you. So you're not supposed to book a trip. Next slide, okay, stay there. You only need to book or do something you enjoy, enjoyable actions, activities enjoyable for you. And you need to put it after a deadline. And your brain will try to finish all of the tasks before the deadline. It may be everything you like, whatever, going to gym, hang out with friends, going to cinema, everything. Okay, this is the first method for the first group. And we're moving to second group. Next slide, please. Second group, still important tasks. For the still important tasks, we have more time compared to the first one, and they are still important, but they are more chill for compared to first group. So I will try. There is only one method we can add. While procrastinating, we will change the type of our process, type of the procrastination. What I mean by that? Next slide, please. We are watching something. For example, for me, when I procrastinate, I am scrolling social media and watching YouTube video. And we need to change type of our content. Content about productivity. That may be a good option because like videos by the topic, how to make to-do list, how to clear your mind, or subject courses like biology, physics, and chemistry. But if you don't like such kind of content, if you don't enjoy them, there's a second option. Next, please. Absorb content in English. You can watch content you want, every content, but just absorb content in the language you need. For most of us, it's English, I'm sure. So watch content in English. That's the most important thing. So because on the one hand, you are wasting your time by scrolling the internet, but on the other hand, you are improving your English, your language skills. Okay, I hope you understand. So that's the main methods. How can we make our procrastination more effective, more productive? So that's the end of my speech. Thank you for coming, and also I'm sorry for those who do not understand it. Thank you for that. There is one thing left. I hope that in future most of us will speak in English at least in Russian, because that's I consider it as a progress. It's a step for future, and I think it's such kind of progress, and it will help for us. Okay, thank you.